Dogs sense human stress and change their behavior in response. The ability of dogs to sense stress in humans is well known. But it turns out that dogs can catch human stress, which affects the dog and its behavior. People can recognize when someone is stressed. The presence of such a person in the environment subconsciously affects the emotions and choices made by other people. In new research, scientists from the University of Bristol have determined that dogs react similarly to stressed people. The results and description of the research were published in the journal Scientific Reports. This research is the first, as its authors point out, to examine how the emotional state of dog owners can affect their pets. Dog owners know how sensitive their animals are to emotions. In our work, we show that even the smell of a stressed, unknown person affects the dog's emotional state, perception of rewards and the ability to learn, said Nicola Rooney, the lead author of the publication. The team of scientists invited 18 dog owners and their pets to the study. The animal owners were divided into two groups. One group listened to relaxing music, and the other group solved math problems. Sweat samples were taken from all participants. During this time, the dogs underwent a short training session. They were introduced to a room with a bowl. The animals were trained that when the bowl was placed in one specific place in the room, it contained a treat, but when it was placed in another, it was empty. The dogs quickly learned the difference between the locations of the bowl. They approached the bowl with the treat more quickly. They also approached the empty one, but more slowly, as if just to check if it was empty, as they had done the previous time. Once it was clear that the dogs understood what the researchers were talking about, they began to place the bowls in other places, beyond the two original locations, and checked how quickly the dog approached the new locations. The fast approach reflected optimism about the presence of food in the bowls in the new locations, i.e. a positive emotional state. A slow approach, on the other hand, indicated pessimism and negative emotions. The researchers then conducted a series of trials with different odors. Each dog was exposed to either no odor or to the odors of sweat and breath samples from stressed or relaxed humans. The odor samples from the stressed humans came from a group of caregivers who were completing math problems, and the latter from a group who were listening to music. The results showed that dogs exposed to the stress odor approached the bowl more slowly when exposed to the two initial locations, but closer to the location where the empty bowl was originally located. This effect was not observed when the dogs were exposed to the samples from relaxed humans. The researchers suggest that the stress odor may have increased the dog's expectation that this new location would not contain any food, similar to the nearby location where the empty bowl was originally located. This pessimistic response reflects a negative emotional state and may be a way for the dog to conserve energy and avoid disappointment. Understanding how stress in humans affects the well-being of dogs is an important consideration when it comes to shelter dogs and service dog training, Rooney said.